Assalamu alaikum friends. How are you? Politics, politics of Pakistan. We have seen so many of the rulers, the political rulers, the military rulers in the history of Pakistan. Everyone claimed that they are the best. He is the best. She is the best. It was claimed that it was propagated that they are not only the leader for this country, rather, they are the leader for the whole of the world. They can lead the world. They are so capable, they are so genius, they are so courageous, they are such a great leader, my dear friends. Pakistan has seen those who are claiming things like this one. But what did happen with the country of Pakistan? What did they do to the country of Pakistan? We have seen all sort of rulers, and we have also seen certain very popular political figures, certain very popular politicians. Z.A. Bhutto was a charismatic politician, but one such fault, one such bad attitude destroyed him. Not only that he himself was destroyed, though his party survived and survived for a longer period of time, but he destroyed the. What did he do to the country? By nationalizing the industries, the Pakistan became one of the worst economies in the world. By not allowing the Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who had won 180 seats in comparison to 81 seats of Z.A. Bhutto, once Sheikh Mujib was denied the right to form the government, then emerged the Bangladesh. They thought that we don't have any more reason to live with the rest of the country. They did separate. So then came another very popular leader, but this very popular politician was there in Karachi. His name was Altaf Hussain. Altaf Hussain too was has established a kind of personality cult. Z.A. Bhutto had established a great personality cult. So was the case with the Altaf Hussain. The only difference was Altaf Hussain was popular, very very popular, exceedingly popular in the Urdu speaking community of Karachi and Hyderabad. One fault or one bad attitude which became the reason for a failure of Z.A. Bhutto also became the reason for the failure of Altaf Hussain. Then came Mr. I.K. Niazi too, was or is a very popular politician indeed. Although at the end of his 3.5 year rule here in Pakistan, he had become quite unpopular. But what did happen later on? His popularity surged, and he too became as popular as, or even more popular than Mr. Z.A. Bhutto. Quite popular, like Altaf Hussain was there in Karachi. Now all of these three were become a failure, could not deliver, could not perform, could not survive because of the one reason and one fault common between all of these three. This was being a conceited person, being overconfident, being arrogant. As for this arrogance is concerned, as for this excessively overconfidence is concerned, I think that is not good at all. Anybody and everybody in the history of the world who has got this bad attitude, they were destroyed later on. But their destruction was not their destruction alone, Rather, they had caused this type of politicians and leaders has caused this type of politicians and political leaders have caused greater damage to the public, to the general public of that particular country, like what happened with the case of Mr. Hitler, Adolf Hitler of Germany. I think this every politician, every political leader who has contracted, developed this bad attitude, which is called the arrogance, which is called the overconfidence, which is called the being conceited. They were destroyed. I think that we need to avoid this sort of thing, this sort of attitude. Even if at all, wherever we are, wherever we are, either we are a commoner, if we are a if we are a politician, famous, popular political figure, religious one, whatever we are, as far this arrogance is concerned, as far this overconfidence is concerned, as for this conceitedness is concerned, I think that is quite dangerous, quite dangerous, quite dangerous. If a person doesn't want to be destroyed, doesn't want to be, doesn't want to become a, unsuccessful one, I think we must be doing everything else we can to avoid this bad attitude, because that is a pure destruction. Confidence is a good thing, self confidence is a good thing, but being overconfident, that is quite counterproductive. That is something quite bad. We need to avoid it. We need to avoid it at all costs. So we need to learn a lesson. All the politicians needs to learn a lesson, as from the examples like Zede Bhutto, from the examples of Altaf Hussain, from the example of Mr. I.K. Niazi. I think as for the latest case of I.K. Niazi is concerned, he shouldn't have followed at all Mr. Zade Bhutto or Altaf Hussain. But because of his popularity, he thought that he can do whatever he wanted to. As a matter of fact, there is a great principle, and that must be remembered. That great principle is that never underestimate the power of others. Never underestimate the power of others, and never overestimate the power of yours. If at all had these politicians remembered this great principle, their destruction had not happened at all. They would have survived. I believe that a human being, primarily and basically, is not a very that much strong. As a matter of fact, we do have certain strengths, but at the same time, we do have certain weaknesses as well. So why to become arrogant? And if at all we look upon this attitude from a religious point of view, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not tolerate, does not like anyone else who is having an attitude like that of being arrogant, being conceited, being overconfident. Thank you.